Welcome to Advice About Sexuality, where we delve into the unspoken truths of relationships, self-respect, and personal growth. In today's transformative video, we're unpacking a reality many avoid discussing. Why she'll regret losing you far more than you realize. She assumed you'd never walk away, that no matter how she treated you, you'd remain anchored in her life. But now, silence echoes where your voice once soothed her. Empty text threads glare back, each a haunting reminder of the man she underestimated. This isn't mere regret. It's the visceral awakening that she's lost someone irreplaceable. Today, we'll dissect why women deeply regret losing high-value men, and how you can harness this truth to rebuild your confidence, purpose, and power. By the end, you'll see yourself not as a victim of loss, but as an architect of your destiny. Let's begin. Section 1. The Psychology of Walking Away. How silence speaks louder than words. Walking away isn't just an action. It's a seismic shift in relational dynamics. Let's explore the 4 psychological pillars that make this move so potent. 1.1. The Declaration of Self-Respect. Most men cling to fading relationships out of fear. Fear of loneliness, fear of irrelevance. But when you walk away, you broadcast an unshakable truth. I am complete with or without you. This isn't arrogance. It's the quiet confidence of a man who knows his worth. Consider this. Chasing someone who disrespects you is like watering a dead plant. It doesn't grow, it rots. By contrast, walking away forces her to confront a jarring reality. You were the prize, not her. 1.2. Shattering her illusion of control. She operated under the assumption that you'd tolerate poor treatment indefinitely. Your exit shatters this script. Suddenly, she's adrift in uncertainty, a state psychologists call cognitive dissonance. Her mind races. Was I wrong about him? What if he's moving on? This mental turmoil isn't petty revenge. It's the natural consequence of losing an anchor. 1.3. Disrupting emotional patterns. Relationships thrive on patterns. She criticizes. You apologize. She withdraws. You chase. But when you refuse to play this game, the entire dynamic collapses. Imagine a dance where one partner suddenly stops moving. The rhythm breaks, and the spotlight shifts to why. Your absence becomes a mirror reflecting her behavior, often for the first time. 1.4. Reclaiming your energy for growth. Every moment spent obsessing over her is energy stolen from your potential. Walking away isn't about her. It's about redirecting that energy into mastering your craft, honing your body, and expanding your mind. As entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk says, the best investment you can make is in yourself. When she sees your relentless growth, regret isn't just likely, it's inevitable. Section 2. The Anatomy of Regret. Why high-value men leave indelible marks. Regret isn't random. It's engineered by the contrast between what was lost and what remains. Let's dissect why losing a high-value man leaves a void no rebound can fill. 2.1. The Rarity of Authentic Masculinity. Modern culture peddles a lie that strong, grounded men are a dime a dozen. Reality. Most are emotionally erratic, addicted to validation, or complacent. A high-value man, defined by purpose, discipline, and empathy, is as rare as a diamond in gravel. Losing him isn't losing a boyfriend, it's losing a lifestyle, one where she felt challenged, safe, and inspired. 2.2. The Comparison Trap. Post-breakup, she'll meet others. But here's the rub. Every new suitor will be measured against you. The guy who texts too much seems needy. The aloof one feels cold. Why? You set a gold standard, not through perfection, but through balance. You listened without pandering, led without controlling. These traits haunt her, casting shadows over every new connection. 2.3 Emotional stability as a luxury. In an era of constant chaos, social media drama, economic instability, fleeting trends, your emotional steadiness was her sanctuary. You weren't rattled by petty arguments or external pressures. Losing that stability feels like trading a fortress for a tent in a storm. She'll downplay it publicly, but privately, she'll ache for the peace you provided. 2.4 Legacy over moments. Flings fade. Transformational relationships linger. With you, she wasn't just having fun. She was evolving. Maybe you inspired her career leap, taught her emotional resilience, or simply showed her healthy love. These lessons outlive breakups. Years later, when she faces life's hurdles, she'll whisper, "He'd know what to do." That's the power of legacy. Section 3. The ripple effect of distance. How absence ignites longing. Distance isn't emptiness. It's fertile ground for reflection. Let's analyze how your absence reshapes her psyche. 3.1 Scarcity's magnetic pull. Behavioral economists prove it. Scarcity increases perceived value. By becoming less available, you trigger her fear of loss, a motivator 2.5 times stronger than the desire for gain. Kahneman and Tversky, 1979. She'll check your socials, dissect old texts, and replay memories, each act cementing your worth. 3.2 The void as a teacher. Your absence creates a vacuum. Initially, she'll fill it with distractions, friends, flings, Netflix. But quiet moments creep in. Lying awake, she'll wonder, was it me? Did I push him too far? This introspection is brutal, but necessary. For the first time, she confronts her role in the rupture. 3.3 Power dynamics. Reversed relationships are subtle power plays. By withdrawing, you signal, "I'm thriving without you," a message that upends her worldview. Suddenly, she's the one questioning her worth, not you. This inversion is unnerving and intoxicating. 3.4 The test of authenticity. If she returns post-distance, it's often for the right reasons, not guilt or loneliness, but genuine appreciation. If not, you filtered out someone who couldn't value you. Either way, you win. Section 4. Crafting irreplaceability, the art of leaving a legacy. Irreplaceability isn't about being perfect. It's about being meaningful. Here's how to etch your essence into her emotional memory. 4.1 Integrity as your North Star. Integrity, doing right when no one's watching, builds trust. Did you keep promises? Advocate for her in private. Stand by your values. These acts form her mental image of you. Even in anger, she'll admit, he was authentic. 4.2 Emotional intelligence, the silent differentiator. Most men fear depth, drowning feelings in humor or anger. You listened. You asked, "What's really bothering you?" and stayed present. That level of attunement is catnip for the soul. Once tasted, it's irreplaceable. 4.3 The mentor-lover balance. You weren't just a lover. You were a mentor. Did you encourage her goals, challenge her limiting beliefs, celebrate her wins like your own? This duality, supportive yet aspirational, makes you a chapter she rereads for life. 4.4 Memories as emotional anchors. That weekend trip, the inside jokes, the way you handled her family. These memories become benchmarks. New guys might dazzle, but they lack the context only you share. That's why she'll DM you at 2 a.m. Not for sex, but for the comfort of known greatness. Section 5. Reclaiming Power, the blueprint for post-breakup mastery. Your mission isn't to make her regret. It's to become bulletproof. Here's your step-by-step guide. 5.1. The validation detox addiction to her approval chains you. Start a 30-day detox. No checking her profiles, no casual texts. Replace this urge with journaling. Each time you resist, write one thing you love about yourself. 5.2. Energy alchemy. Convert pain into progress, channel longing into lifting, redirect romantic energy into a side hustle. As David Goggins says, turn insecurity into horsepower. 5.3. Curate your circle. Surround yourself with men who speak legacy, not gossip. Join masterminds, attend workshops, volunteer. Your network equals your net worth. 5.4. Abundance mindset mastery. Write this daily. I attract phenomenal women because I am one. Train your brain to see endings as upgrades. When you know better options await, desperation dies.